Welcome one, welcome all to the NJCAA Match of the Week for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My name is Keelan Miles, hopping on the mic with Dara, and today we have quite the match ahead of us. Just one tonight between Ocean County College and Tallahassee Community College.
Yeah, so we just recently learned that we're going to be seeing probably a Ridley and a Cloud going up against one another. And I'm trying my best to remember the names of the tags of both of those
Yeah,
people, but I do
it's
know Tallahassee's lad, their name is Kevin.
Yep. And Ocean County College, they're sending in Kyle, so not their standard pick, but definitely a serious contender considering Ocean County College has been a finalist or first place every single time. Well, it is Godion who
Oh, it
is
is
going to be
Kyle.
taking up the
Oh,
reins
I messed up. I had
of
one job.
Tallahassee Community College.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. I had one job and I was telling myself the name is Kyle and then I ended up saying Kevin.
Yeah, they
I
had
feel
all
ridiculous. Okay.
sorts they have all sorts of players over at Ocean County College. You know how it is. So, like, Kevin, Kyle, either way,
Either way.
Kyle coming in last second to save the day for Ocean
Mhm.
County College, rocking the cloud against Gerdion's Ridley from Tallahassee Community College.
Yeah, so on paper, and once again, my apologies for the mishap. But just like on paper, let's just talk a little bit about like the match that we're going to be seeing ahead of us. We're going to be seeing Ridley and Cloud. This is going to be like a cut and dry, like sort of like pretty advantageous for the matchup. For Cloud, right? Because it's going to be a lot of jump ins. It's going to be a lot of really safe aerials. It's Ridley's going to find a very difficult time actually getting in and like anti-airing Cloud.
Yeah, I agree, and off stage, those fireballs can sting at times. I mean, if Guardian plays their cards right, they might be able to get some early kills on Kyle. It all really depends on how Kyle is mixing up how you're getting to ledge.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You really need to like with both of these characters, I feel like they have like really, really exploitable characters in terms of getting back onto the stage. They can be sometimes very telegraphed. But I do believe we are going to be getting into the match in
Yeah.
just a moment.
Yeah, rolling right on in. Fingers crossed to see how Kyle is gonna hold up repping Ocean County College. I mean,
Mhm.
it's a lot of weight on your shoulders when you are the reigning finalists, the reigning champions. So I have to imagine they're gonna be bringing their A game as it is going to be, like we said, Ocean County College's Kyle taking on Tallahassee Community College's Guardian, who right away gets the side B, sending them all stage.
And honestly, I like a lot of these preemptive dash attacks coming up from Gaudion already, just trying to catch landings. They are playing fast and aggressive, not giving Kyle any time to breathe for themselves at all.
Yeah. Losing the advantage for a second by misreading a jump, but ooh, catching the swing. After being juggled around so much, Kyle had to throw out an option, and Gurdion's like, all right, let me get that punish on you.
Wow, Gaudion is playing so fast right now, setting up these tech chases on the platform, so confident in their like next follow-up as well. Like tech chasing with up smash on Pokemon Stadium 2 is absurd because you
Ooh.
can just hold it. You can just wait on reaction and then punish it. The best choice in that moment is to hold on to your next get up option as long as possible so that you can maybe try to get up attack and beat out the up smash. But it is such a nasty position to be in against Ridley.
Yeah, and it's oh no, it's being set up again! Just like you called it! And you have limit, so maybe a little more of a landing option there, yeah. Able to get Gurdion off of you, but that's a nice, perfectly angled uppie to get back to ledge.
Not really sure about the down smash there. That was really unsafe on shield, and I don't even think it would have been able to kill Ridley at that point. But now Kyle's
Oh!
stuck in a corner, ends up falling right into an F smash, and Gludion taking the game within a minute and a half.
Yeah, Gurdion, don't know if we mentioned, is actually the captain of Tallahassee Community College right here,
Mhm.
and has been coaching a team of 4 freshmen. Definitely shows that they are, well, came prepared today. They are not playing games. They
Mhm.
immediate aggression, like you called it.
Yeah, no, they played very fast. They started off the game by just quite literally holding forward, catching landings, really not letting Kyle execute the game plan at all. It caught me off guard. I'm sure it caught Killer Kyle off guard too. I'm trying to think about like what could be going for a little bit better for them in the upcoming game. They need to understand the actual like area of effect that Ridley can cover in a short span of time. What is Ridley's burst range? How quickly can Ridley try to like dash up, grab you? At what point can you react to, and what points you can punish? Things like side B, because as soon as Guardian got that first side B, they controlled the momentum of the match from there on out.
Yeah, and when you know your opponent is going to be coming in with that momentum, you can take a step back and literally dash back, jump back, get those back airs online. I mean, it's really hard to contest with that. And if even if you're not landing every back air, if you're forcing Gurdion to respect your space, then maybe Kyle can find a little more mileage. It's going to be tough though.
You're Cloud. You're one of the most difficult characters to whiff punish. You have a back heel that is -2 on shield, right? That is a move you can confidently press. It is something that you really should be just swinging out of neutral just to be able to, threaten your opponent a little bit and make them not so confident in running in and jumping in. But it seems like Kyle was like, backed up into a corner really quickly. I really want to see them slow down the pace in game two, and then also just be allowed to press a few more buttons for themselves. Gotta swing a little bit more.
Yeah, and that's usually what happens after a 3 stock anyway. It's a mental reset. You take a deep breath and you're like, "All right, that's not happening
Mhm,
again." So they're gonna try and slow it down here. But if Kyle's ready for that and doesn't immediately choke Kyle out, then
mhm.
maybe Guardian can make some get some more mileage as they're going to be going over to Smashville. Interesting. Gonna be a
Uh,
little tough for Kyle to get away.
it's the same concept again with like a big, strong control of center stage, having a platform directly above the center on such a small stage.
Oh.
You can set up so many tech chases, but wow, what an unfortunate first stock already. Kyle losing it within the first 10 seconds.
Yeah, and that's not safe on hit either, so you're gonna get punished. And now look at this. Gurdion just staying right underneath Killer Kyle. Ready for that up B, gonna react to that, and they're gonna get the up smash as well. Kyle really struggling right now. They do have the limit though, bit of an opening, but you can't go for the same option you did last game.
But now look, Kyle using F tilt as a bit of a keep away option, was able just to smack Godion a couple of times. Oh, Godion tries to go for like a spike by immediately like snapping onto the ledge with up B. Misangled it, but then Kyle as well, losing their stock so soon. Uh,
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be rough. That that was outrageously fast, Star.
yeah.
I feel like Guardian definitely feeling themselves going for these up B spikes. I mean,
Mhm.
I haven't seen that at high level Ridley play. Like, how viable is that?
How viable is it? Okay, so it's like this, right? It going to hit particularly often? Not really, but it is a hitbox that you can't really get punished for. Sometimes it can set up into ledge traps, right? So let's say you do grab onto the ledge after your opponent, you might be able to get a drop down double jump back here with Ridley, or a drop down double jump neutral from that kind of a setup. Or if you do land a spike, you do always basically get that stock. So it's a pretty safe choice to go for, especially if your opponent does choose to recover high. Let's say Cloud wanted to up be above the ledge. Ridley from there on out is still in a position hanging onto the ledge where he is able to punish high recoveries as well. So will it consistently hit people? No, but it can sometimes set you up in a position so that you can continue to edge guard them.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't think Gurdion was ever shaken from that position the entire game. After the first interaction, Kylo is always either above them or off stage. It's never really
Mhm.
anything else. I
Yeah, for sure. So, it seems like Kyle wants to be banning Smashville and Yoshi. They'll be taking it to Town and City. I agree with the choice to ban Smashville against Ridley. We saw how confidently and how quickly Gludion played in Game 1, controlled the stage on Smashville. Control of center stage is basically everything.
Of course. With that big immobile platform, it's so hard to approach from above. You have so many tech chasing options. So Town and City,
Hmm.
having moving platforms occasionally and also sometimes just being Final Destination is really going to stuff out the approach options, which would be good for Kyle as I like that use of up B out of shield, punishing Ridley's
Look at these
okay
tech
frame
chase
data.
setups. And
Oh,
Kyle, at that point, after missing the tech, should have recognized where Ridley was and realizing that get up attack though, as like a missed tech option is really not going to be your best choice. You got to tech roll in some direction.
Yeah, now this is the most even Kyle's been able to keep it. I love using the uppie as a burst option, but doesn't really finish off the hit right there. And that down air on shield, that's going to be punished pretty
Mhm.
hard, but
Yeah, that
definitely
dash
doable.
attack that dash attack should have been a big opening for Kyle, but then they picked a really risky option like down and out of shield instead of something like up out of shield, which is the traditional follow-up.
Yeah, now these bread and butters, just a couple hits, just stacking up the percent on Kyle, and that's a panic up B that's going to carry it off stage. Nice mash, though.
Oh, swinging in the wrong direction. Gludion taking a little bit too long to recognize the situation. Town and City's side blast zones are super narrow, but not narrow enough to kill quite yet. I like the patience from Gludion as well, just like waiting a little bit, just seeing what Kyle's gonna go for. Kyle keeps going through down smashes at ledge.
And that uppie whiffing is going to give them the option. Yeah, that down smash at ledge is a question, but Dash Tech going to send them off stage. Not going to use the platform as a mix-up, but oh, the last second misinput right there. Trying to stall in the air is going to hurt you. Still able to maybe get a stock here, though. You've got Gerdion on ledge. No jump. Oh, no, they got jumps. And the platform carries them right to center stage.
Yeah, Gludion was just able to get like a bit of a stretch through to safety. Kyle was just not ready for that situation at all. Keeps on going through these uppies, recognizing that Gludion is not punishing them. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And now you're building up to limit, but you don't want to get put into a tech chase situation again while you're at such high percent. And Guardian could get the tech chase here.
Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
they've
That's
been
the
trying to
uppie
set that
spike.
up all game. And finally, Guardian hits it with a very clean and dominant 3-0. The captain from Tallahassee Community College did not come to play. And, well,
Only
they were
came
able to
here to
get
play
that
a
niche
little
option.
bit. Just for like a couple of minutes, it seems, before they had to go somewhere. That was really well played. I think they killed it. We just saw like really good, really played, like really like fast momentum from Kyle. Though I just feel like maybe sometimes they were like over committing to some of the kill tools. For example, at 170%, like this is F tilt, this is back hit, this is forward. These are all like really, really safe, or like something like dash attack. These are typically quicker and safer and faster options that are able to do the job. But instead, we saw like a lot of things like F smash and cross slash on shield and down smash, most of which actually ended up whiffing and then just gave Gludion this huge opportunity to be able to find a punish.
And when Gurdian got the opportunity, he did not drop it. You
Mhm.
kept calling it out, the constant tech chase setups. They knew exactly when their back airs, their forward airs were going to throw you onto ledge. Even their throws, they were ready underneath the platform with the up smash.
Yeah. Oh, those setups were so good too. I feel like Gludion was just like setting up with like down tilt. They knew their percentages really well. They have a very good and fundamental understanding of Ridley, how to actually set up these favorable situations. It is going to be a bit of a vibe check. What is your counterplay to Ridley up smashing under you? After a certain percent, if you're on like PS2, you're just dead. You miss the tech, you don't. Ridley can quite literally just up smash you on reaction. So it's very vital that in the positions where Ridley can actually hit you to the platform with a down tilt, you know how to play with shield, you know how to avoid them, you know how to jump, just to really avoid those setups because everything that Gludion wanted, they were able to execute.
Yeah, and overall, Gurdian was just messing around towards the end. I did like how Kyle started to come back using those safer
Mhm.
options out of shield, the up B. Kyle definitely showing some potential, some adaptation, figuring out the patterns that Gurdian was going for in the recovery. But in the end, Ridley can just mix up too much with
Yep.
those multiple jumps in up B.
Yeah, for sure. And that being said, that went a little bit faster than anticipated. It seems like we won't be having an interview today, so I guess we'll already be closing out. Do you have any closing remarks before we plug ourselves and everything else?
No, I mean, definitely some work to be done. You've got access to the champions of the former 2020 season. If you're
Hmm.
Kyle, Ocean County College, definitely a name that people around the NJCAA will recognize. So Kyle can definitely go back to the lab with his VOD, see what you can do, and come back stronger next week. But for now,
Yeah.
thank you all for watching NJCAA. If you
Hmm.
like what you saw, be sure to follow all of the socials, specifically ours as well. But NJCAAE on Twitter for all of your amazing junior college action.
Hmm. And yeah, with that being said, hopefully, I don't know if I'll be seeing you guys, but I think this is like a weekly thing that's happening. You'll have your regular casters here at some point. Just want to say thank you for having me. I hope everybody has a lovely evening. Stay hydrated and tell somebody that you love them today. Peace.